Welcome back to Scouter Jeff Asks a Question. Today's question is, how do I take a bearing on a compass? Now, most compass courses don't just tell you, go north. They tell you, go 221 degrees, for example. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about how to do that and how to really understand how bearings work. So this is my compass. You'll see the rotating dial. You see the bearing line is right here. You'll also see that there's a stationary bearing line inside the rotating compass here. So that little white line that does not move. And that's really where I'm going to take my bearing. So, for example, I'm out in an orienteering course and they say go 300 degrees. So I'll turn my dial until it's 300 degrees is right underneath that, or right over the top of that bearing line. Then I'll hold it flat in my hand. And you want to make sure you're holding your compass flat so you get a good read on which way is north. So on this compass, orange is north, white is south. So I'm going to twist my entire body with it flat in my hand. And now my whole body is stationed at 300 degrees. And when I look up, I can get a bearing as to where I'm going. So from here, 300 degrees for me is directly to a spruce tree in my backyard. So if I'm on an orienteering course, that is the direction that I would start to go. I'm not going to talk today about measuring steps or anything, but sometimes you're measuring steps to where you're going. Sometimes you're going to a landmark. A station might be there that will give you the next coordinate. But there's just different ways to do orienteering courses, and this is just how to get a bearing and how to figure out where to go. So that's how this compass works. Now, there are also mirror compasses like this one. So on this mirror compass, this notch right here is the bearing line, okay? And this line on the mirror is your bearing line as well. So I'm going to turn it to 300 degrees. So 300 degrees until it lines up with my bearing line. Okay. Now in the mirror compass, I just bring down so that when I'm looking at the mirror, that goes down at the compass, okay? And I take it and I twist my body until I can see in the mirror that red is in the shed. I can look through this hole right here, and you see the bearing line continues up there, and there's that little notch there, so that I can more accurately see exactly where on the landscape I need to go. All right, so that's how a couple different types of compasses work for just setting a bearing and going to that spot. Hope these videos helping you out. Remember to like this one, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate all the feedback I'm getting, and until next time, happy scouting.